What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. My name is Harrison, and today we are talking about a possibility of a new Zelda game coming in 2022. Now, we all know that Breath of the Wild 2 is being delayed until spring 2023, but all those rumors and speculations of the Twilight Princess and the Wind Waker dual pack and all that stuff that was rumored last year for Zelda's 35th, I believe Nintendo was holding that for this year and the just in case Breath of the Wild 2 got delayed. So that is what we are talking about today. So I think it's a really good possibility because there's certain parts in the remainder of this year that we just don't know. There's some months that we don't know what's coming out from Nintendo. So we're gonna talk about that today. So my brother tweeted out on our Gaming with the Bros cast Twitter, follow if you haven't already, the months leading up until the end of the year. So April 29th obviously is today. Switch ports came out. I'm super excited to play. I've got that ready to go after work. Next month we have no idea what's coming out. There probably isn't anything coming out first party related, unless they just drop something out of nowhere, which I highly doubt it from Nintendo, but they have been doing really good with just announcing like the Splatoon and Xenoblade stuff outside of a normal direct, which is really cool. I do like that. It kind of gives us a little bit of drip feed content and news prior to the inevitable June E3 Direct, whatever you want to call it, Summer Games Fest Direct. So that's great. So yeah, Switch port's out today. May, we don't know. Probably nothing. Now this doesn't. I'm not counting anything that's going to be releasing on Switch, like third party. This is just first party Nintendo stuff. June 10th, we're obviously getting Mario Strikers. The new Fire Emblem Warriors games comes out in June as well. And then July, we've got the recently announced release, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So maybe, we don't have anything announced for August, so maybe that's a good place to throw in that potential Zelda game, whether it's I don't think they can get away with doing those separately, so hopefully they'll just do it as a pack for Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, because I think those are ready to go. I mean, they're just HD ports, or not even HD ports, they're just ports of the Wii U, because that work has already been done. They would just have to port it over to the Switch, so I don't really see much. Granted, I'm not a game developer, so I don't see a lot of hard work having to go into getting that over to the Switch, as they've literally done almost every other Wii U game at this point. So it's insane that we haven't gotten them. So that's why I think we'll get them this year. It's just a good chance that we will, with Breath of the Wild 2 being delayed. So I think August is probably the best time frame for. Now we could get something in July, maybe at the very beginning of July or something like that, but I'm thinking August is a good time frame. It's still considered summer. Wind Waker, water, what better way to throw in a water related game into summer. So I think that's probably the best chance for that. And obviously September we're getting Splatoon, and then the rest of the years is unknown as well. We know we're getting Pokemon Scarlet and Violet at some point, probably November. I think that's usually when most Pokemon games come out, is the November, kind of in that area. Maybe December, but usually they like to get it out before Black Friday. And then October, that could be a potential chance for that Zelda game, but I really think August is probably the best slot for them to throw in Zelda. My brother on our weekly gaming podcast, he mentioned that maybe they'll just announce it as they've been doing with Xenoblade and Splatoon 3 with the release dates, and we'll get it within a couple of months. That would be kind of insane, because it probably doesn't need a huge marketing push. Of course, that does leave options for like the rumored GBA releases coming, Game Boy Advance releases coming to Nintendo Switch Online via the expansion pack. So maybe they throw in that at some point. Maybe that comes out in August, right before Splatoon 3 drops. So that could be cool to get people into that ecosystem, because a lot of people really want GBA games, and everybody will be playing Splatoon 3 because it's a multiplayer game. So maybe that's an option. And then in October they'll throw in Zelda. So yeah, I think there's a high chance of us getting some new Zelda game in 2022, whether that's the dual pack or maybe a remake of one of the Game Boy games or Game Boy Advance games, something like that. It's kind of like they did with Link's Awakening, how they did the remake with that. So that could be really cool. But I think it's just a better chance we'll get the Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD pack, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you think that is a good theory? Do you think that's insane? Do you think we won't get any more Zelda until Breath of the Wild 2? Let me know in the comments. I will see y'all in the next video. I will plug, I mentioned it before, I host a gaming podcast with my brother, Gaming with the Broscast. We go live on Twitch every single Monday at 8:30 Eastern Time, usually, unless we got some sort of delay. Last week we had a weird camera thing going on, but I got it fixed. So yeah, check it out on Twitch, or just listen to it via audio on all the streaming platforms for podcasts. So I will see you guys in the next video.